How y'all doing? Baby, it's Monday. It is Monday. Hell, it seems like one of these things comes around every so often. Every time I turn around, it's a Monday. But it's Monday again, baby, and we have to start the whole week over again. And it's just it's going to be more news, more stuff that we're going to have to talk about and all that stuff. It happens every week, I swear. I don't know how that all happens, but it does, baby. But it's Monday. We're here. I hope you had a great Monday. I hope your Monday went fine. Anyway, I got mail, baby. I got mail. Let me, I want to switch cameras here because, it's almost like Christmas here. Anytime Chris Claus from Medford, Massachusetts sends me a package, it is just like Christmas. It's almost like Santa Claus himself sent it. I have in front of me some local honey from Massachusetts, Bear, Massachusetts. This honey, and this honey is red bamboo from Carl's Eyes. This is Ethiopian Mayan. I hope I'm saying that right, Chris. I'm probably not. And 3 different kinds of honey there and a whole bunch of honey sticks that I keep in a coffee cup out there because I hit them every time I walk by. And Chris's own bottle of apple cider honey. I think it's like a mead, or I'm going to open it up later when I'm on the air with Chris. We're going to share it at the same time. We might save that for tomorrow night's show. But he also sent Mama some royal jelly body butter, which Mama loves this stuff. They sent it before. It's you know how them ladies, they like to take care of things, man. And so that, and Mama said that this stuff was probably good. Beeswax salve. And she said my elbows need that. So, and it says right on there, elbows. For hands, cuticles, and elbows. Mama said my elbows need it. And some lip balm. And some, follow the money on honey. Follow the honey. Honey snacks. His daughter Bear works and is opening her own honey shop. I was turned on by Chris by the different types of honey, and we've already tasted all 3. All 3 of them are different, very dramatically different. And we love every one of them, Chris. So thank you very much. He also included a great donation in there, Chris, to keep the lights on, buddy. We appreciate that very much. But he has been a big supporter of the show, and we love him so much for that stuff. Anyway, Chris, thank you very much, buddy. And yeah, so getting a package, it's always fun, baby. It's always fun. It lightens the day. And I got honey out the wazoo. I'm going to be eating more honey. Oh, honey sticks go quick, though. Anyway, John, what's going on? Well, I'm glad you asked that shit. Because Donnie waltzed his ass out this morning out in front of the White House there. I think it was in the Rose Garden. Yeah, it was in the Rose Garden. Because there was a stage there. And there were a whole lot of first responders that were there. And Donnie was going to sign the First Responders Victims Compensation Fund, the one that Jon Stewart had to go down there and force him to sign or get passed through Congress. Had to embarrass Mitch McConnell in Congress to get it done, but he got it done. So Donnie's going to go sign it down there. And in true Donnie fashion, now mind you, he's talking to the heroes that ran down there and worked in that pile, that worked day after day at that pile. And I remember well what Donnie was doing. Donnie was at Trump Tower, several miles away, baby. And he was reported to have said that since the Twin Towers came back down, his building at 40 Wall Street, which used to be the tallest building in New York until they built the Twin Towers, but now that the Twin Towers are gone, his building's the tallest one. And yeah, that kind of bullshit that just glorifies himself no matter what it is. Well, guess what, baby? It came back and did it again. He is out there this morning and he spoke to the first responders telling them, I was there also, but I'm not considering myself a first responder, but I was there down there with you. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. This is another case of Donnie trying to make glory. It's all about him. Oh, now my building's the tallest. Oh, you guys are heroes? Yeah, well, I was down there too. What did he say? I helped a little bit. No, you didn't, Donnie. You never showed up down there. You never moved a brick. You never moved anything. You went down there and talked on your phone. You were dressed to a T. There was a photograph. You came, you looked, you left. That's it. I helped a little bit. You didn't help shit. You little disgusting turd. He has to make it about him. It doesn't matter if it's a national tragedy or anything else. It's got to be about Donnie. Who's the tallest building out there? That's my building. Donnie's proud of that shit now that they knocked them other ones down. That's the kind of man he was then. It's the kind of man he is now. To stand in front of those heroes and try to, and he joked with them. He joked to them, yeah, the first responders, hey, don't worry, if we fall from here, if it crumbles the stage and falls, you don't have far to fall. What a hell of a joke, huh? Ain't that funny, Mr. President? He's a disgrace, baby. It doesn't matter what we're talking about. He's a disgrace all around. Well, Mitch McConnell came out on the floor of the Senate today, and he's all upset. Why? Well, because of the Democrats. The Democrats are all upset. He's tired of this Russian thing because he has been challenged on why he has not put the bills for our election security on the floor of the Senate for a vote. No, Mitch McConnell is not doing that. Mitch McConnell didn't bring squat to the floor out of all the bills that are sitting there at his feet waiting. But somebody said, well, that's traitorous. I said it. He's a traitor to this country. He's a traitor in our system of government. He's sitting there, sitting on bills that should be voted on by the Senate, not just Mitch McConnell. It's our whole country is not just up to Mitch McConnell. But he's tired of this Russia thing. This Russia, the Democrats and the Russia, they can't turn it loose. That's right, baby, because the Democrats are trying to do what's right. You're out there trying to hide the Russian shit. You welcome the Russian shit, Mitch. You're just like Donnie. You're wrapped up in Russian crap, in oligarchs and money. They've got you by the what little huevos you got. And you're not letting go, baby. But he's tired of it, saying it's like the McCarthy era. I just brought that up the other day because I told you the other day that the Republicans were trying to turn it around, like claiming the Democrats are not patriots anymore and they don't love their country anymore because they support all this radical socialist stuff like, I don't know, health care and making sure grandma and grandpa are taking that kind of stuff. Being kind to immigrants. Oh, yeah, I can't do that shit. It's pitiful. It's pitiful the way we're leaning. Because the man in our house is hell-bent on destroying it as much as he can. Had 2 shootings this weekend, baby. 2 shootings. A music event in Brooklyn, New York, the Old Timers Festival, they call it. Come on down, neighborly. Let's listen to music. As a matter of fact, it was to celebrate friendship and community. Yeah, they had a shooting, baby. Hey, what about the guns? 1 dead, 11 wounded. Saturday night at a music festival. 2 shooters. They don't know who they are, and they haven't been arrested yet. So those people are still on the loose. And then we turn around on Sunday night, last night, during our live broadcast. Right at the end of it, we started getting the reports of a mass shooting in Gilroy, California, at the Garlic Festival, a festival that's been going on for decades. They call it a place where people have family reunions here. When we started hearing the shooter last night, 3 dead, 12 wounded. The guy, a 19-year-old local kid, local guy, cut his way through a fence so he didn't have to pass through metal detectors to get in, and took an SKS. That's an AK-47 made in China, baby. He had bought it 3 weeks prior. 3 weeks ago, that kid went into a shop in Nevada and legally bought an SKS and the rounds it took to do what he did. Thank goodness there were cops real close, baby. There was a bunch of cops at this festival. So the shooting didn't last long, less than a minute, before he was shot himself by the officers. An SKS, baby. AK, same thing. It's meant to design to kill people, baby. He bought it in Nevada. He had just posted on Instagram a sign saying, "Fire danger high today," in the local area. He wasn't talking about a fire, baby. He was talking about bullets. That's what he was warning. And he also put out a little post recommending people read a book called Might is Right. And it's a white supremacist bullshit book that was put out in the 1800s, and this kid is wrapped up in it. It talks about Jesus being the Prince of Evil, baby, and only the white man is capable of dominating everybody else in the world, and he has to be all that white supremacist bullshit that survived all the way from the 1800s. And this kid is reading it. He's inspired by that. He wants other people to read it before he goes in there and tries to commit mass murder on a lot of people. Didn't try, he did. And would have been a lot more had the officers not shot him. You know, the it's not the first time I've worn this shirt. It's not the second time I've worn this shirt. And it won't be the last time I wear this shirt. Because we don't get it. We don't do anything. Hell, there's gun legislation sitting at Mitch McConnell's feet on the floor in Senate there. And it's gonna sit there. Ain't nothing gonna happen. You throw in the mixture that we have of weapons in this country with a man who sits in our house, who sits in front of the TV, who gets on his little Twitter feed and sends out his racist bullshit, and that's what it is. He's going after Elijah Cummings, or he's going after somebody else. Somewhere down there. Al Sharpton. Calling them racist. They're racist for pointing at me and calling me a racist. No, they're pointing at you and pointing out a fact, Donnie. You're a racist asshole. But Donnie is not going to back down. Donnie's going to double down, triple down. He's going to keep that hate going, baby. And guess what? That kind of shit stimulates that guy that goes to a garlic festival. Determined. He's already leaning white supremacist. He's already full of hate. All he needs is a good leader to stand out there and back him up. And that's what Donnie, the dictator, is doing, baby. That's what he's doing. Every time that man speaks, every time he gets up there and tweets out some bullshit, he's spreading that hate. And that hate takes root, baby. And some of these people, and some of them pick up a gun. Because there's a gun everywhere, baby. If you ain't got one, go buy one. They're easy to get, no problem at all. I've said it lots of times. It's not just the gun. It's the sick love affair that this country has for guns. They love them. They want them. They want lots of ammunition. They got to get ready because, you never tell. They're going to have to come over the hill over here and you're going to have to shoot massive amounts of what? Your neighbors? It's disgusting. The degree that this country takes that shit. Got to get ready. Got to prep. It's going to happen any day. It's going to be a race war. It's going to be a poverty war. It's going to be some kind of war. We got to get ready. The respect for the gun is gone, baby. There's no respect for a weapon anymore, baby. It's just that. It's a gun, baby. You can get one anywhere. You can get one anywhere. That's the problem. Came all dressed up in his tactical gear. I'm sure he was dreaming that he was some kind of white supremacist hero and he's going to spark some big movement across. He's a scumbag, taught by another scumbag who read a scumbag's book that's been around for 100 and 200 years. Are you shitting me? But Donnie loves that shit. Donnie feeds on that, and Donnie's going to keep feeding on that. This stuff with Baltimore, with Al Sharpton, with Elijah Cummings, with the squad, all of it, baby. Roll it up. It's a big ball of wax for the white supremacists going, look what I did, baby. I'm the king rat. I'm the vermin that infests this nation. That's what Donnie is, baby. There's not rats infesting Baltimore. There's a rat infesting our house. There's rats infesting our White House and in our government right now, and he is trying to, what has he got, this other guy, who is that guy? John Radcliffe, baby, going to be the new director of the National Intelligence Service. Yeah, he's an ass kisser of Donnie, and he's a Russian denier. He's been backing Donnie up the whole time. Oh, great. We already had our intelligence agencies. Yes, Russia is trying to interfere in our elections. Now we're going to have a guy go up there to the top post over there and go, I don't believe that shit. Quit saying that. Don't mind them guys over there. They speak a little Russian, but don't worry about it. They can come on in. That's who he is. He's a yes man for Donnie. He's another excuse for the best people. I know the best people. He knows squat. He's never known squat. He's a con man, a liar, a draft dodger, a coward, and a traitor to this country. And he demonstrates it every damn day. And that's how come we're in this, baby. That's how come I do this every day. That's how come all of you are involved in this every day, is because we see the shit that he does. Our republic can't stand much more of this crap before something goes farther than anybody planned. And that cannot happen. This man has tried to divide this country in every which way he can: race, color, creed, religion, sexual preference. It doesn't matter. Drive a wedge. I'm sick of it. And I hope you're sick of it. I hope you're sick of it enough to stay informed, stay involved. Promote your local candidate. Do whatever you can to support this movement, to make sure that this blue wave that rose up in 2018, baby, rises up and washes all across this country. We need the White House, we need the Senate, and we need the House. And we need to clean that house. And we need to do America's business. Anyway, it's Monday, baby, and I hope you had a great one. And Chris, again, thank you so much for the donation and the honey. I will call you, buddy. We'll get together. I'm thinking about a certain thing there, maybe Maestro involved, because he wanted to taste this when he heard that you made it. So we'll see how everything's going to work out. But I thank you very much, buddy. And for the rest of our Blue Dot family that makes donations through our PayPal and other ways through donations, we appreciate it tremendously. It's what's keeping the lights going on, baby. And that's not a lot. So it comes from the heart. Thank you very much. And stay involved. Stay informed, baby. Talk to somebody. Get in the conversation, baby. It's the best thing in the world to do. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. John Bernavo, Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. John Bernavo on Facebook. John Bernavo Speaks, Blue Dot Family. Go over there and see Candy Goodry and the group over there. They're building a fine family over there, and there's conversation going on over there and everything. At Blue Dot in Texas on Twitter, out my truck window. And then tomorrow night we will be live. We will be live with the debates tomorrow night. So come by and join us. We're going to be watching the debate, have a little discussion there and see what's going on, and have a little family conversation. So drop by and visit us tomorrow night. We'll be here. All right, that's it. I guess I'll see y'all later. Bye.